Okay, welcome to day 3 of this 30-day Spotify challenge to see if I can get 100,000 streams on a song that is basically unknown in the next 30 days. So this is day 3. Day 1, we set up the ads. Day 2, we increased the budget. And day 3, today, I'm going to be covering 3 mistakes artists make when promoting their music. I'm actually going to show you them. I'm going to go through them. But I just want to remind everybody what the goal is here is that, look, I've got this song that was in my top 100. It was number 80 in my Spotify artist dashboard, right? It's number 80. And already we're starting to see some progress here. We're trying to see if we can get more streams on this song. We're trying to trigger the algorithm. I'm trying to get more fans. I want more people to hear my music. If you're like me, you've got songs that you spent money on, songs that you promoted that you want to get heard, right? And so a lot of artists, there's so many different ways to get your music heard. There's touring, there's radio, there's influencers, there's social media, and of course there is ads. And so for the next 30 days, we're going to be incorporating ads with a little bit of social media. Again, my name's Chris, also known as the Artist Manafest. We got about 130 million streams on Spotify. I'm actually ordering a new plaque there because we hit 223 million. I am an independent artist. I've been doing music full time for almost 20 plus years. And I just love coaching other artists. All right. My artist name is Manafest. We do like rock and hip hop stuff. And so, again, I had this song called Help that needed some help. It needed some marketing, it needed some promotion. And so, what I did was I was promoting it on social media with organic, posting organically on social media. And I literally took 2 of the best performing posts and we ran ads to them. Okay. Now, there's 3 mistakes that artists make when they're running ads. Okay. And number 3 is the copy. Okay. That's what you're saying in the ad. And I'm going to share my screen in a little bit and go over that with you. But the copy isn't clear. You're trying to be too clever. You're trying to be too creative. You clutter it up. Okay. When I'm scrolling through my feed and I want to know, like, is this rock? Is this hip hop? Is it metal? Like what is it saying? What am I getting? What's in it for me? Oh, it's a rock hip hop playlist. Oh, it's a country playlist of a love song, right? Okay. When I click on this, am I listening? Am I going to a playlist? Am I getting 4 free song downloads? Like, what's in it for me? And you want to think about that when you're advertising and what you say in your ad. Okay, you want to be so clear. It's not the time to be cute. It's not the time to be clever. It's the time to be clear. Okay, have you ever heard of that principle? Keep it simple, stupid, they say. I'll never forget, a producer friend said to me one time when I played him the song, I'm like playing him the song I wrote, and he's like, what's the song about again? You know what I mean? And it's because I wasn't clear, right? He wasn't getting it. Well, people need to get it as soon as they're scrolling past your ad. And I'll share my screen a little bit and share that with you. Number 2, it's the wrong song. Okay. But more importantly, it's the wrong part of the song. Most of the time for you guys, it's actually not the song that's the problem. It's the part of the song you're playing. And it's not normally even that it's the verse or the chorus or the bridge. For most, the biggest mistake is when you have this long intro and you take too long to get to the most exciting part of the song. So play right at the chorus, play right at the most exciting part of the bridge, or play at the most exciting part of the verse. But we don't got time for some long intro. This is the same thing with like music videos and stuff. And when you guys are running ads to your music videos, you have this long intro that's like 10, 15 seconds long, and you're running this YouTube ad where people can literally skip in 5 seconds. And because you haven't got to the good stuff, I've skipped, And so we want to get right to it. People don't have time. This is the same thing that I say to artists that I coach one-on-one is that, look, you got to write your emails short. What do you want? It's not that we don't care about your story. It's just the fact that I don't know you yet, and fans don't know you yet. Okay. And number 1, this is the biggest mistake artists make when promoting their music, especially with ads online, social media, is the creative. Okay, it's the visual. Okay, what you're using to promote it. If where's my new album that just came out here today? It's actually not out yet. Okay, a lot of you just use the album cover. And that's great and stuff, but what if I use the visual of this where these boots are actually on fire? The album's called Walking into Fire, and so we made a visual of the boots actually on fire, and it's like moving. That's better than just the cover. Well, what's better than that would be maybe me performing or you performing, you singing the song, some really cool B-roll footage or something that's just going to grab people by the throat when they're scrolling. We got to stop them, right? We got to stop people in their tracks. Well, if you've just got this boring visual, like, then it's not going to stop people. And so that is 90% of the ad. When you're looking at all these things, the biggest one is the creative. Okay. And so, like I said, this is day 3 of this 30-day challenge. If you haven't watched day 1 or day 2, go back and watch those so you can see what it is I'm doing here. But I'm going to share my screen right now, and I want to show you where we are and where we're going. Okay. So let me share my screen up and let me know in the chat if this is helpful. Let me know in the comments if you've got a song that you're trying to promote. Okay, so I'm in my artist dashboard. There is 200 people listening to my song as of now. And when I click on music and we click on my song, I'm going to type help. Okay, so actually, no, before I do that, I want to do it like this. I want to just do a search and go, oh, wait. Let's go. I want to do it like this. I want to click on songs, last 28 days. Now I want to search help. Okay, so this song in the last 20 days, number 77. Okay, now when I switch to the last 24 hours, where is it at? The last 24 hours, it's at 69. Okay, so we moved from number 77 to number 69. Okay, so we've already jumped up a little bit by running ads to this song. So let's click on this song. And as we can see here, here's the streams. And we've got like a nice little uptick here. Okay, so when I started running ads on this, we had 63 streams. We turned ads on Monday, so we jumped up to 73. And then yesterday, it looks like we jumped up to 92. Okay, so we're on a good trend here. Now let's look on the saves. What are the saves looking like? Okay, so on Saturday, Sunday, we had like 2 or 3 saves. Then we jumped up to 9 on Monday. And then it looks yesterday we had 9 again. Now I'm going to click on playlist ads. How are the, playlist ads. Okay, here we go. So again, on Saturday we had 13. We turned ads on Monday, and we ended up jumping to 15. And we had a little dip on Tuesday, so 13. Okay, so we've had a little bit of growth, but we just turned this on. All right, and what I'm interested to see here, and I have not looked at this yet. Okay, now if you remember, I'm running ads to a Spotify playlist. That's how I'm promoting this song. Okay, the ads are pointing to the Spotify playlist, and I want to show you that playlist right now. Share screen again. Let's go no Spotify. Okay, so I got my new album here, but we want to go to this playlist. This is Manafest right here. Boom. And as you can see here, this, like when I click these 3 dots, this is the link that I'm pointing people to. Like I'm sending them to this playlist. Okay, we got 1776 saves, by the way. And so help is at the top here. So that's where I'm sending people. And then I want them to listen to my other songs because I want more streams of my music. I don't want just streams of the one song. I want streams of all these songs. But the question is it showing up in my Spotify dashboard yet? I haven't even looked yet. So I'm going to share my screen and I want to see if it's starting to rank in the playlist. It might not today. Maybe it'll be tomorrow, but let's take a look. And then we'll take a look at the ads. So let me share my screen and go to Spotify for Artist Dashboard. Let's click Playlists. And let's go the last 24 hours. Oh, we've had 6 streams. So it's already starting to calculate streams from here. Okay, so we had 6 streams so far. So it's starting to pick it up. Okay, and I know that's not many, but remember, small hinges swing big doors. And I'll tell you this, for a lot of you, you quit on your dreams too early. You quit on your dreams too early. It's not time to quit on your music dream, but it is time to quit on your strategy. You know, the Bible says in Proverbs 24:16 that a righteous man falls down 7 times and he goes again. Okay, there's another verse that says, don't grow weary doing good. A lot of you, you start, you get excited, but then you stop, and then you start, and then you stop. And so that's why I thought like I could show you guys live. Like, look, this isn't just happen overnight. We're on day 3 and my song hasn't blown up yet. What the heck, man? What's going on? Hey, let's just wait. Let's wait until day 5. Let's wait till day 6, right? A lot of you start, you stop, you start, you stop. Okay. If you want your plane to take off, you cannot stop and then start again, or you lose something really important. And that's called momentum. Okay. Gravity, the doubters, the haters. Okay. Just your own self-doubt, your discouragement, right? Life happens. That kind of weighs us down, right? People don't respond right away. And the ad doesn't work right away. People aren't clicking on it. We get frustrated. And what do? We quit. But it's those that stick with it and persevere that get through. Okay. So I want to encourage you. It's not time to quit on your dream, but maybe you just need a new strategy. Maybe you need to just pivot a little bit. I'll be putting links below here for those of you that have questions and stuff. You can either join my Spotify challenge or you can book a one-on-one call with me. Okay. But let me share my screen now again, and let's take a look at these ads, because I've only spent a little bit of money, and we're going to rank up the budget, I think, again. But let's just take a look here and see what's going on. Let me share my screen. Here we go. Might have to open this up in a new tab. Let's do this. Isn't this dope that this is live right here? I can take a sip of my tea and just rock and roll with you guys. Okay, let me just pull this up. And okay, now I'm going to share my screen and show you this ad. So here we go. Share screen, Facebook Ads Manager. Let's go. Okay, so I'm in Ads Manager here. And today you can see I've had 11 clicks so far. Okay, and they've cost me 53 cents today. Okay, and we increased the budget. Like, I increased it to 14. Like, what did it spend yesterday? Okay, it only spent $7, so it didn't spend the full money. Today, we've spent 14. Okay, and if we look inside this ad set, we can see that, okay, targeting hip hop music, that's one of my targeting, getting 22 cents a click. This one's 79 cents. This one's 87 cents. So Facebook is still trying to figure out who to show my ad to. All right. It's still trying to figure it out. And so if I do maximum so far, we can see we've only had 18 clicks so far. And overall, it's cost me 70. So it's still learning. And to be honest, $14 a day is not huge. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ramp this up to 20. Spend some big money here. And we're going to let this thing ride, because it says active, but I know it's still in the learning phase. If we click inside here, yeah, look, it still says learning. Look, your ad is being delivered, but our system is learning how to best deliver them. You may see changes in performance and higher costs during this time. Okay, so we've had 3 conversions on here. We've had 3 on this one, and we've had 5 on this one. Okay, and so Facebook is telling us that it needs 50 to get out of the learning phase. So what does that mean? Well, Facebook's trying to figure out like who is responding to your ads. Like who's the best? Like, I'm targeting hip hop music. That's very broad. I'm targeting Drake. We're targeting Eminem, right? Those are millions of people. They're not all going to resonate with my music or your music. But guess what? A certain portion of them is. So every time someone is scrolling past my ad, Facebook is collecting data. When somebody actually clicks on it and then hits play on the song, that is called a conversion. And we're using something called Hypeddit for that. Okay. I'll put that in the chat. Okay. I'll put the 7-day trial link for that. That's Hypeddit. That's the software we use to set up the ad. But now Facebook is getting smarter and smarter and smarter as the days go on. And so the more budget and the more conversions we get, the smarter it gets, and it starts to learn and figure out, oh, this is who's responding to Zach's music or Oliver's music. I'm shouting some people out in the chat here. You know what I mean? These are the people it's responding to. And so out of those 10 million, it's like, oh, well, out of that 10 million, there's 2 million people that are actually most likely to respond. So let's put their ad in front of those people. I think I shared yesterday that, like, when you spend money on radio, or you do a billboard campaign, or you just, you do a music video, or just spend a whole bunch of money all at once, it's gone. But what's cool about this is I'm not spending $20 a day right away. I started with 5, then 10. I didn't start off with 1,000 a day. We are going to raise this budget up to way over hundreds of dollars, okay, to see how much damage we can do, how much streams I can get, and then eventually trigger that algorithm, okay? I'm going to force feed Spotify these streams so that eventually so the algorithm grabs it and says, oh, we're going to share this out to our other network. And this is going to increase my popularity score and get more saves and shares. And all of a sudden, Spotify's algorithm is going to go whew, and hopefully shoot the song. I've never promoted it like this, so I'm excited. I hope you're excited. Don't be addicted to education and allergic to execution. Try this stuff. Get in the game. If you want one-on-one help, click one of the links below. Go to smartmusicbusiness.com/coaching. You can book a one-on-one with me, or come to my Spotify 5-day challenge, August 11th. We do them every month though, okay? And you can ask questions for 5 days straight, okay? But I've increased the budget, the ad's learning, and now you know the 3 mistakes that people make. And let me just add, I got time for it, I'll show you. What am I saying in the ad? When we talk about mistakes, well, let me show you. I'll show you what I'm saying in the ad. This was in yesterday's, but might as well show you today as well too. So let's click on this one. And let's go down to this one, because this one's got all the conversions on it. What am I saying? Check out this hip hop playlist featuring Manafest. And then in the headline below, help by Manafest. Okay, I can see it's got 3 hearts, so we're starting to get a bit of social proof on that. As we get this ad in front of more people, more cool things are going to happen. But I'll tell you this, it really starts to get exciting when we get some haters. If you don't got any haters every single day, that just means you haven't broken through yet. So you got to get you some haters. I can't wait to see some haters on there and show you how we deal with all that stuff. It's going to be awesome. Thanks so much for watching this. Make sure you like, subscribe. If you need more coaching, the links are below. I'll see you on day 4.